It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah!
Oh, there's Flying Jake. And what's going on? I'm Scott.
I'm Bill.
And this is
The Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. And that's Pete Kelly.
Number 74.
He does our graphics.
He's a graphics guy.
These and the animations.
All
he
this-
does an excellent job. A round of applause for Pete Kelly, everyone.
He did that.
There we go. Thanks.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations, Pete. All right, so we got to start off by saying last night I was shouted out on the CMAs, the Country Music Association. It's not the Country
Awards.
Music
So
Awards.
it's not redundant when you say CMA
It's
Awards,
the
which I thought it
CMA.
was.
It's the Country Music Association Awards. So Brad Paisley, I guess, who's a host, and he's been doing it for like 10 years with Carrie Underwood. Last night, they were like, Carrie Underwood's like, shout out Pink. And then my boy, Brad, was like, yo, shout out Pink. And I was like, yo, what up, B-Rad? And then Pink's like, no. Or, no, Carrie, I guess, is like, yo, what up, Pink? And then it was like, nah,
B-Rad.
Pink. And I'm like, yeah, B-Rad. Now, here's the thing, though. I can't find video of this anywhere. I've been searching YouTube and Twitter and everywhere to try to get video so I can play it right now, but I can't get it. So if you have video of it or you recorded the CMAs last night and you can take a Snapchat of it and send it to me or send it through me anyway at Scott Radio, you can do that there. I'll put up our socials. You can also send it to Billy the Kid.
Even though he shot me out.
But yeah, please get it to me. Now here's the thing. Did my stock price go up?
Yeah.
Should I go into the general manager's office after the show and demand a raise?
You act like you weren't in the general manager's office for like 15 minutes. I was sitting here in the cubicle and I was like, there is entirely not enough Scott here for the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. I can't carry this on my own. But then he showed up and saved the day. So I don't know what was going on.
Damn, I
But
think
it's probably nothing good.
negotiation season here. Damn. I got shouted out by Brad Paisley on national TV at the CMA Awards. Wow. But I want to know, why do they take down all their mess ups so quick? Can't they live and just stay up a little bit? Was it that bad of a moment, that embarrassing that you got to take it down? Obviously.
It was a
Brad,
mess up?
I guess so. That's what I'm hearing. It's a mess up.
Hey, speaking of the general manager.
Yes. We got contract negotiations later on. My stock went through the roof last night, which you're aware of.
Now, that was your 30 seconds of fame,
Yeah.
which I'm aware of.
I got to try to capitalize off it. We got
You
big meeting
sound-
later on today.
You sound resentful towards Brad Paisley for taking the talent away.
Oh, man.
But Bill never gets mentioned anywhere.
No.
It's ridiculous.
Because my name's a mouthful. It doesn't flow right off the tongue like Pink.
Listen, next year when I'm hosting the CMAs, I'll
Pink.
give you a shout out.
Pink's here. Pink, my name's Paisley Brad. Pink's here.
I should have just...
But what he didn't know is that you weren't actually there. So you pulled the fast one on all of us.
Damn, son. So with that being said, let's get into the show.
Speaking of artists who used to be country.
Taylor Swift?
Hey!
Oh!
All right, so let's put the
Wow.
kid gloves on because we're
Okay.
talking about Taylor Swift.
And I don't have a Taylor Swift shirt on today, so...
This is actually more good stuff, more good news, if you can believe it,
Yes.
about Taylor Swift. So we were talking, my question has been, excuse me, since this album was announced, this comes out tomorrow, Reputation, will she be able to outsell Kendrick Lamar by the end of 2017? So Damn has like about over 2 million copies sold by this point. In order to do that, she'd have to sell more than 2 million copies within, what do we got left in the year? 6 weeks?
About that.
About 6 weeks, which would be impressive. Now
Well,
we're...
a little longer than that because we got 7 Fridays till Christmas.
Okay, true. 7 weeks.
8 weeks.
Christmas.
9 weeks left in the year.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
1, 2,
1,
3, 4,
2,
5,
3,
6. Oh, 6 weeks.
4, 5,
Yeah,
6,
he's right.
7. 7 weeks.
Whatever. I can't.
Anyway. Taylor's out. Rewind. Start this over. Taylor's...
Check your email. I just sent you that audio.
Oh, nice. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it into the show. So let them know about the Taylor
Okay,
Swift thing.
here we
Thank
go.
you,
I'm
Daniel.
going to sit in the center. Taylor's record label, Big Machine, has predicted she will sell 2 million records
That's crazy.
in 1 week. So she's already on track to break her own first week personal sales record of 1.3 million from 1989, but they're saying she's going to hit that 2 million mark. And typically, they kind of underestimate her sales. They've said for the last few albums, they expected about 750,000, and for each of the last 3 albums she's put out, she's done over 1 million. So this time, I feel like they're either getting full enough of themselves, being like, yeah, we got this, so that they predict 2 million and they're not going to do that well, or they're still underselling, and what they actually expect is something closer to 3, which I believe I said the other day that Adele had sold 5 million. That's not true. It was like 3.3.
Oh.
3.3 in
Wow,
a
what
week.
a liar.
That's still, it's a lot.
Liar.
Okay.
Big fat liar, Billy.
But one of the things that I find most fascinating about this is the promotional package
Billy the
that she's
truth
gotten.
bender.
Like,
Oh, that's a good AKA.
that is a good
Oh,
AKA.
Billy the
That's one of the
truth
best.
bender.
I gotta open up the notepad document and stick that in.
Okay, so anyways, Taylor
She's
Swift.
got this article on Billboard was detailing her promotional tie-ins with Target and how they're not only, so they got the new music section at Target. The new music section is going to be all Taylor Swift, and not only that, but they're going to have those cardboard stand-ups that they put like DVDs and stuff in throughout the store of Taylor's album, and she's selling 2
This is happening
different,
at Target?
yeah, 2 different. Come
Come
on
on in.
over,
Come on in.
Flame Broil, take time. 2 different Target exclusive versions. Each one comes with its own Taylor Swift fake tabloid magazine. 2 different ones.
Oh,
They're
snap.
pre-ordering for $20 a piece. Target says this is the biggest pre-order they've ever had of all media in history.
Hi, Sabrina.
So that's where these projections are coming from. Do you think, flame broiled take, do you think that Taylor Swift can sell 2 million copies of her album in a week?
I'm gonna say she's gonna come close.
Wow.
Close to.
Yeah.
Are you gonna buy her album?
Yeah.
Actually, physically buy
Yeah.
it?
I don't like the pre-order stuff. I actually like going to the store and getting it.
Oh, wow.
and
Look
for
at
the
that.
record, these projections are without streaming data because her album is going to be withheld from streaming services for at least a week, possibly 2. Because this is Taylor Swift, and they
Wow.
feel like she can move that many physical units. Like we're talking
Well, I
real
think
deal
if they
sales
take
here.
away from streaming, then yeah, she's gonna hit it.
Yeah, if she gets the
People
streaming.
aren't patient, so they want to.
Oh, you're right. That's a
They want
play
it right
in
now.
her favor.
Yeah.
They want to hear it, so they have to go buy it.
Yes.
That's a
Now, does she take a play out of Jay-Z's playbook a couple years ago when he sold like 1 million copies ahead of time? Is this already like a deal where these albums are already considered sold?
Interestingly enough, I was in this same article. They were talking about how back in 2011, Lady Gaga put her album on sale on iTunes for 99 cents a piece. And so because of that, the RIAA instituted a rule where your album has to be sold for at least $3.50 for it to be considered for your first week album
Wow,
sale. So you
okay.
can't just rig the system like that. I don't know how that pertains to like pre-sold albums, but I don't think she did that.
So what's better than Taylor Swift and Tarjay?
Nothing. Nothing. And if you are a true Taylor fan, you buy both albums, but you have to do 2 separate transactions, so it counts.
Which is what we
damn,
learned
look at
from
this.
Chris Brown.
Wow.
Speaking
You're
of,
smart. Damn. Well, when the album comes out, can we go and like record you going and buying it and stuff,
Yeah.
and make a little thing of
Tomorrow?
you going and buying the album
we gotta do
tomorrow?
this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
Stay tuned
Field
for
trip.
that.
Field
Field
trip to
trip to-
Target.
My first time ever to Target.
Jazz hand. Wait, what?
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 You never got a Target?
What?
You've never been to Target?
What?
Yeah.
Target?
Are you
That's
like?
a lie.
Where
Where
do
do
you
you
buy
buy frames?
Are you American?
What?
Where do you buy stuff?
I think he's trolling.
I'm just kidding. I've been to Target a lot.
Okay.
Perfect reaction. All right. So with that being said,
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, his album.
Let's segue back into this. Okay,
Speaking
so
of trolling, Chris
Yeah.
Brown.
he put out this elaborate scheme, this 45-track album to rack up his streaming sales numbers so that he could get a #1 album. Still only made it to #3. I guess even #1 on hip hop, but like #3 on the Billboard 200. And that has to do with a couple of things. One, only 3 of his days counted towards, like 3 of the 3 days out of the week counted towards his album sales. And there's another factor that I want to ask you about.
What's that?
Well, first, I think it's kind of funny that he was complaining about the fact that only 3 days counted, because it's like, well, yeah, dude, you were blasting about how you were trying to put one over on the system. So the system was like, no, we're going to shut that down right now.
But you also only put the album out with 3 days in the week. You screwed yourself. Album release days are Friday. You release it on a
so
Tuesday.
it's because he put it out on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
it's your fault. It's I mean, somebody on your label or your corner should have said something. That's
Yeah.
completely your fault. You messed up. Why are they going to...
So it counted for the week before.
Yeah.
I see.
You
I
know
didn't
what I
understand
mean?
that.
So that's, I think, the big mess up there. That's just being an idiot, and I mean, I don't know, bad team.
Here's, I think, another reason why is because you put out an album like that trying to get people who want new Chris Brown music to have to listen to 45 tracks. If I see something like that, I go, dang, there's 45 tracks. I don't want to sit here for 3 hours. Let me skip through. Let me maybe like take a sample of this. And I don't end up listening to all 45. So I feel like he completely defeated his own purpose.
Yeah, but all you got to do is just get a couple seconds on each song for it to count as a stream.
Yeah,
And
sure.
that was the goal, was to, even if you didn't listen, at least you would hit them, and they would just count as the streams.
Right, but I mean...
It's all to manipulate the numbers, and he failed.
Right, it didn't work. And I feel like that's part of it is because I'm going to sit there and look at 45 tracks. I might go through 20 of them. After that, I'm like, all right, I have better things to do with my life right now. And give up. And if... I'm pretty patient. So if I am going to give up on that, I feel like a lot of people will give up on it.
And Eminem, his album, it's about
Speaking
to
of
come.
albums.
Supposed to drop next week, the 17th. He put out a picture yesterday on Instagram, which I'll get that picture right now, and I'm going to post it in the comments below and everything. But basically, he posted this picture, and it was like a prescription little form, and it said, "Walk on water, take as needed." So the song, I'm assuming, is going to be called "Walk on Water." Do you think we're going to get that today? Is that going to be something he performs on Saturday Night Live?
That's right. He's hosting.
What are you
He's hosting
thinking?
next weekend. So probably, I mean, I would assume that's the name of the first single off the album.
Should Eminem's first single feature somebody? Does he need to come out the gates with a Rihanna, or
No.
does he need to just be by himself?
He needs to come out strong with a solo effort that doesn't rely on anybody else. I think that's what we're talking about. Long-term success for this album, that's what he needs.
But that's what he did with his last album, Berserk, and
Yeah,
we
but-
could kind of say that didn't work.
That's because that song wasn't that good. That's why.
Oh,
You
really?
need to pick a better song than that one.
Yeah, I would say so myself.
Not that I'm a critic, but...
All right, so I guess here we go. So Drake, man, Drake's birthday's coming up. When exactly is his birthday?
October
here?
24th, it already happened.
So his
But
birthday
this is from an interview that just went to print, that just, like, is in an actual print magazine that was obviously done before his birthday.
You know the story.
I
Lay
do
it down
know
on
the
him.
story. So Drake, I got it right here. What's at the top of Drake's birthday list? A $160,000 book, a first edition of Harry Potter
Ooh.
and the Sorcerer's Stone, which is actually Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. There were only 500 copies of the first edition hardcover ever printed, so most of them have been gobbled up by collectors by this point. And he said he'd been hunting one down for 4 years, and you know what this is? It's very close
One away from being
to this.
woke.
Yeah, so Drake wants to get woke with that copy of
Okay, so yeah.
of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And one recently went on for sale for $160,000. So he said in this interview, quote, "I should get it. My birthday's coming up. Maybe I'll buy it for myself as a treat." Which I think is funny. It's just like, Drake's just like, yeah, it's a $160,000 book. I should probably get that.
That's quite kind of a lot. I mean, I understand that Harry Potter is a pretty big deal and in demand and all that, but $160,000 for a first edition?
I mean, there's only 500. I think they usually sell for like somewhere 30,000, 40,000. That's what I read.
So if there was like 50 of them, that I could understand that, but 500, it's not like it's very limited.
It's pretty limited for the number
No.
of people in the world who
Not
love
for
Harry Potter.
$160,000.
How many people are in the world?
And how big of a property
maybe,
Harry Potter is?
Maybe 20 million.
Billion.
I'm just being a jerk. Yeah, I'm not being. Come on, I understand that.
Scott's trolling sense.
My troll levels are
is
on
through
another
the
level.
roof.
Come on.
Yeah, today.
I said I
Jeez.
never went to Target before. What person?
You can't trust anything he says on a day like
What
this.
person says they don't go to Target? Like people that go to Target say Target. I don't think a non-Target shopper says Target.
Fair. That's a fair
Is
point.
that
You
fair?
just reasoned yourself out of this hole.
Like, all right. So I mean, troll lessons. I guess Fridays starting next week. We'll give a first troll lesson
Troll school
at
with
10:30
Scott.
and teach you how to troll. and get your head to turn. But
You know, it's like
No, I'm not gonna
Peg's
do that
Playhouse
because
trolling
I'm
edition.
not gonna
That's what it is.
give myself another thing to do. But anyways, so
So Drake likes Harry Potter. He wanted to buy an expensive
which is
book.
nice to see that he likes Harry Potter, man.
Yeah, but who doesn't?
Hashtag relatable.
As though Drake isn't the king of Instagram, like, quote captions.
Well, he likes Harry Potter, so hashtag relatable.
Yep. It's true.
But buying it, I wouldn't do that. But I would ask somebody to buy it for me. And then Bill's favorite thing that we have to get to today, because this is the last episode of the week. It's the last time you're going to hear from us this week, unless you tune into the shows tomorrow.
That's true. We do radio shows, primarily.
But your
That's our
favorite
actual
person
job.
in the world got owned on Twitter.
Ah, this is the highlight of the week. Chrissy Teigen got taken down a peg. I don't have anything against Chrissy Teigen
Yeah,
personally. But personally,
Yeah, right.
other
Exactly,
than
really?
other than the fact that she's a little full of herself, and that is because she's always being gassed up by everyone for basically no reason. Like, BuzzFeed is all over her nuts all the time. Twitter freaking loves her. Like, she provides very little that's actually worthwhile, but people love her anyway, and that's great. But she's referred to as, you know, the queen of clapbacks, and she's really not that clever. Her clapbacks are never that good. So Tuesday,
Clapbacks are subjective.
they are, but I mean, like, stop trolling. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Tuesday, she tweeted. You gotta keep this in mind. That she would never use 280 characters or favorite or retweet a tweet with that many in them. So this guy responded. Some random dude on Twitter responded, "That's because you can't cook for crap, but I'm still a fan because you make me laugh." Doesn't have anything to do with what she said, but somebody replied to that, "She cooked for you before? Wow, where?" So this guy went back in, and he says, "She has not, but I can cook, and unless she's lying about her cooking skills to tweet, ... So nah, I cook better, but my best dates are in the grocery store. You pick the entree, I make it, we chat, I make that move, we all win." What does that mean? I don't know. So Chrissy Teigen, doing what she does best according to the internet, got on that clapback horse, right? And she replies, she quote tweets this, says, "I have a #1 New York Times best-selling cookbook and cook 3-course meals around 14 times a week. But yeah, you go to the grocery store sometimes." And everybody's like, oh, you know, like air horns are flying all over the internet, right? But here's the kicker. Somebody pointed out that as nonsensical as this guy's reply was, she quote tweeted it, which means he got her to retweet a tweet with more than 140 characters in it, basically straight off the rip. Mind blown. This guy is woke AF. He took her down. She didn't even have a response to that. And that's how you know she's not the queen. The queen would have a response to that. You know who is the queen? My sister. You should follow her at @potatweets_. She is good at clapbacks.
Shout out to your sister.
Yo.
I'm just laughing at how you just turned that into it. Yo, shout out.
She's
him
funny.
Out. Stay
I love it.
Okay, so with that being said, that's it for this week's episodes of the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Monday through Thursday. Shout out
Thanks,
Tall
Tall Sean.
You can check him out mornings on B95 over there. So Monday through Thursday, 10:30 Eastern Time.
Because that's the only time zone that matters.
And all this weekend, what do we got? We got something good this weekend.
We
got PNB Rock tickets.
Albany Capital Center, November 17th.
So we got you all weekend long, so tune on in for that. Also, this week's grand prize winner of this trip to see Chris Brown in Atlanta with the Jams Jetaways announced tomorrow. Get qualified for it the rest of today and tomorrow. All that good stuff. And with that being said, check out the Jams website. There's a thing.
Shiny and new, jams963.com.
Yeah, check it out. It's new.
It's good. It's upgraded.
Cool.
It features in-depth character bios on all of the Jams fams.
Damn. Okay.
It rhymed.
All right, we'll see you Monday. Bye.
One. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show.
Not a triangle show.
Not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just got one. Boy!